these counters are going down, what's going to happen is that between the 5 judges here on the left, those, let's say there's 5, those 5 will be averaged for the first battler, those 5 here will be averaged for the second battler. With the voters, the regular voters, let's say there's 10 of them. The 10 will be averaged for this first battler, the 10 will be averaged for this second battler, and then they'll be combined. This first one here, and this first one here, this second one here, and this second one here, and you'll see it refresh in 20 seconds, and there's a weight applied. So it's not just added up. The judge side would account for 67%, and the crowd 33%. 2/3 and 1/3. Alright, so at this point every vote is unofficial, so you can't put in an official vote. You can't affect the score from here. If you want to add it, it'll just be like a comment. So then you can scroll down, and this is what I was explaining. So these first numbers say the weight. The judges have 67%, the crowd has 33%. Both sides are saying the same thing, so let me just look at one. Everyone's saying the same thing at this point. And you could see that every comment or every statement is there, every account is there, everyone's points are there, and everyone's signature is there. Back to the total. What happened? The judge side had 67% of the weight, the crowd had 33%. There was one judge, and that judge scored it 48-52, as we see here. 48-52. And that was this first account, where you can see that it's a judge scoring it 48-52 with the signature. And the crowd, there was one person in the crowd, and the score averaged out. I mean, it was 1, but this would be an average adding up to 100. This would be an average adding up to 100. If there's 10, there would be 10 here. If there was 10 people in the crowd, if there were 5 judges, this would say 5. But these numbers will still add up to 100. So you could see in the crowd that there was 1 vote for 64-36, and that's what you're seeing here. The last step is, this is the final score. So the first side won, and these two add up to 100. So once it's the final score, will have decimals most likely, because it is an average. So what's happening is, this is an average from all the judges, this is an average from all the judges, first and second batter. This is an average from all the crowd, this is an average from all the crowd, first and second batter. This gets 33%, this gets 33%, this gets 67%, this gets 67%, and then these get added up once the percents are taken into account, and then you have these final scores. So long story short, it combines both to give you a final score, and you have an edge in this case of a few percents. And that's the tool. I'm glad to answer any questions.